Wow, we're actually... Oh! The enemy statue. Oh my god. Okay, this is no joke. What does this even mean? The barricades are blocking you in, or are they keeping the zombies out? Well, we're back into Stick War Legacy, and we're fighting zombies. So, Savage Skin it is. The reason being we do bonus damage to the dead. And I think the best way to fight zombies is with spears and shields. And money helps a lot. And then some archers to fill up the back line. All right, we've got 1, 2, 3 walls. Here's the enemy base. Oh my god, okay, they have a massive zombie attack already. Oh god, I need to get miners off the ground running fast. We'll get a full complement of 8 miners. They're only doing 8 damage. There are 3 walls, and they seem to be holding pretty well. So we might have some time to kind of, well, to risk it for the biscuit. The biscuit here being more gold coming in fast so we can get a bigger army. Yeah, look at that. So if we have 4 gold nodes, we can put 2 miners on each of them. Each time the miner comes back, they drop off 100 gold each. That wall is about halfway broken down, but there are 2 more. With that many zombies, it looks like, I don't know, if there's 10, 20? It's kind of hard to tell at times. We have to go off the number of 8s that are popping up at any given moment, and that's the number of people biting the rock, which does kind of sound funny. Oh, but the enemy is bringing in skeleton swordsmen behind them? This is going to be a little bit trickier than I anticipated. This is kind of terrifying. This makes me think, like, what if the Stick War games, like, you could build a fortress in that wall? Like, I want to see a castle siege where zombies are attacking it, like the Siege of Jerusalem in the movie World War Z. Did you guys ever see that? It was an epic scene, and I feel like in most of, like, the marketing for that movie, you see these zombies creating this giant, well, undead human ladder to climb over these massive walls because they built massive walls around the city. Oh man, we are not making money fast enough. Okay. The zombies are at the 3rd wall. They have crushed the first 2. But you will notice that it sure looks like our front line of soldiers is getting pretty decent. We're going to have 2 lines, so I think after that, we need to start investing in archers. That is where we put a decent amount of upgrade points after all, was in the archers. But I really thought investing in all miners, we would have gotten a faster amount of gold than we are. Oh. Did they attack a miner? They may have attacked a miner. I can't even really tell what's happening right now. Oh, they've got arrows too. Oh, great. So while we're fighting this giant zombie horde, we also have to fight the little Squidbilly swordsmen over here who are wearing other people's skulls as their hats. It's all kind of strange, but it looks like we were able to withstand through the use of walls, both 3 rock walls as well as walls of shields. Wait a minute. They killed 3 of our miners right there. We only have 5. Dang, they did. It's not like they didn't do any damage. They did do some. We are going to have to counterattack now. So when you look at the skins, there were a number of different ones. You had the default, then you had the leaf. The leaf, the ice, the savage, and the lava, as well as the vampiric ones, all came out at a certain point, and then undead skins were dropped. Like years, maybe even years later? And it was really cool when they did. It makes you wonder why Stick War Legacy doesn't release skins more frequently. I would imagine that was A, a lot of fun for us players, and B, a nice amount of cash coming into the coffers of the developers. I'm a simple man who plays Stick War Legacy. I love stick games, stick figure games. I might be working on one myself. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to share with you guys that. It's been under wraps for, I don't know, a year now, I guess you could say. But for those of you who've been sticking around and remember me mentioning it maybe a long time ago, well, it's getting closer. But what else is getting closer is our victory in this level. Let's send out that army. Look at that army. It's beautiful. Look at that. Immediately causing a retreat. Now, I think they may have given me a spell on this one, and I forget which one it was, but I know we heavily used Miner Rush, and that could have helped on this. Oh my gosh, okay. The enemy just called in a massive horde of zombies, once again, a second wave, and then a decent amount of skeleton troops. And they're not skeletons, they just wear skeletons as armor. It's a thing they do, okay? It's a Stick War skin. It doesn't have to make sense. I mean, some people are literally running around with leaves on their head saying, hey, this is armor. You see that giant bush? Yeah, that's protecting me from arrows. I mean, I guess it could. So we've achieved victory on mission 207. I love these little snapshots. Look at that. Do you remember when the zombies came? Where was Gondor when the zombies closed in around us? This one is also kind of strange. Mission 205 says that there are assassin speartons after our statue, but we get to command all units, and we're fighting tier 3 enemies. So it's very important that whatever units we upgrade with our precious 11 points are really good. Now, we need to change the skins, I think, because we want to make our guys come out cheaper and faster, and that's what the leaf skin does. So while I was just mocking the idea of, look at this, his shield is a giant rose bush. Well, we're gonna use it. Now, it's not as essential when you're using leaf skin to have greater mining, but I'm greedy like a dwarf. I'm gonna upgrade Sword Wrath all the way, and then we're gonna go wizards. So what do we got? 10 assassin speartons? Then I guess, yeah, this is, where's these assassin? Oh, there's one. Oh, there's another one. Okay, hold on. Hold the phone. Now, they're not rushing us, so that's good. Oh, wait a minute. I stand corrected. One is rushing us. Gentlemen, attack. I like how I say attack, didn't he? He says attack. It's like, just stop copying me. All right. So we need to beat him in heavy numbers, which I think we can do, while also pulling in more miners. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, pull back. Ooh, we got a free hit. That guy just took it on the chin. Granted, he's pretty beefy, so he's able to do that. And since our guys are so cheap because we're using Leaf Skins and because they're Sword Wrath, we're actually able to deal with these. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. How many of these assassin speartons have we dealt with so far? Oh, they've got archers now. Ooh, I do not like that. I do not. We are going to have to get a few more miners so we can build up our income so we can get something better than spears, right? I mean, better than swords. And if you look closely, my swords are giant leaves. Oh, it's almost comical. You know what? What we lack in quality, we will make up in quantity. I don't care how many archers you have. I am going to overrun you. I am the zombies this time. What's that you say? Baron, you're not the zombies? Well, what about this? How about I release some zombies? Go get them, boys. Look at this. I've got a few zombies of my own. I haven't used them in quite a while. That should weaken up the enemy force and allow me to pump out a wizard who should get me even more quantity of units. Now, those zombies took out all of their archers. They are at a weak point. They are ripe for getting stricken. So what are we gonna do? Pump out a magic kill. And this magic kill is no ordinary magic kill, no. He has the ability of necromancy. He can summon the dead, as he's gonna do right there. Now, you know, I really wish they went in harder on the whole necromancy zombie thing, because these guys, well, they look like little people. Like, you bring in children with skull masks on. It's Halloween out here, I guess. They could work on that skin. They could refine Stick or Legacy. I would if it was my game. Well, we have the enemy. I guess we could go with a third one. And then after this point, I think it might be complimentary to have like 2 archers shooting arrows over the hordes of soldiers that we have. And maybe even just 1, honestly. And by 1, I mean 2, you know? And then more swords. And we are gonna max out at 50 out of 50 units. You thought you were cheeky with your assassin speartons, 3 of which who were too chicken to even charge us. Well, I mean, I wouldn't want to charge us either. All right, we're unit capped out, 50 out of 50. The wizards move slow, but everything else is quite fast. So once all units are here, we can start the bonsai charge. Now, what's gonna be interesting is to see how many units we lose. Look at that, they didn't even lose a single unit before they decided to retreat, which means their counterattack is gonna come even harder. Oh, wow. All right, we pull back and then we attack again so that our units aren't distracted by the statue. Are we even gonna lose a single guy? We have to, right? There we go. Our first Sword Wrath died. We're 49 out of 50, 48 out of 50. You're telling me we lost 3 units during that entire battle? That is magnificent. So in the first mission, we sort of had a fort. In mission 206, it says the enemies fortified their statue, and we're fighting tier 2 sword wrath. But we get some mercs to help us, and we only command miners in sword wrath. That is interesting. We only get 5 points, so I'm thinking it actually makes the most sense to upgrade our sword wrath. Now we have 5 points and we have 6 potential spots, so I guess foot speed is pretty good. Oh man, I mean, we'll see if that works. Our guys are stronger, so in theory, they have a greater chance to survive longer, to be healed, if that makes sense, right? You can die too fast, so you don't even have a chance to be healed, right? Now the enemy has a buffed statue. Doesn't look like it. It looks rather regular and ordinary. It looks about the same size as mine. But this is an interesting scenario. So we've got, what, 5 miners. So we'll get 6, 7, and then 8. And we'll be maxed out. So then after that, all of our guys all of our gold rather, can be invested directly into swords. Now what I think we want to do, it said mercs, plural. I'm only seeing a singular healing wizard. Merc, it's the only unit that doesn't have like a black or in the enemy's case, a red stick figure. This one's actually white, and I think it's supposed to be like ethereal, sort of like angelic in a way. It's a very interesting unit. The only other units that are different colored are, well, zombies, the special ones. I guess the Maokai is also. And the Maokai is sort of like the true necromancer, but I mean, honestly, we need to skirmish these guys. I feel like they're gonna retreat. Look, they're bracing for impact. Now, do they retreat immediately? No, they actually stayed and fought. So we break through their lines. Now, can we get a couple of these miners? Kill a couple of them. All right, pull back, pull back, pull back. You fought bravely. This one's probably gonna get cut down. I mean, in a raid, you can still take casualties in a raid. It's not like you're just like, oh yeah, come steal all of our stuff. You know, if you're Vikings raiding England, like I'm sure some Vikings died. So maybe it wasn't necessary. I think what we should try is right after winning this, which we're gonna do momentarily, we try this on the maximum difficulty to see how easy or hard it really is. Because I wish I knew how many minutes we were actually in this level, and we're almost capped out. It's quite impressive. There we go. 50 out of 50, but we still have 7 sword wrath in the queue. Gentlemen, charge! The Merrick isn't very fast, but I don't think she really needs to be, because the enemy has a third of our force. So after absolutely shattering their front line in record time, now we will take casualties from these archers. Wow, we're actually... Oh! The enemy statue! Oh my god, okay, this is no joke. This is no joke. Okay, you gotta protect the Merrick. That was a huge counterattack, and the statue now has laser eyes. Look at those yellow eyes, just menacingly looking at us. But wait, did we just outlast it? Oh my gosh. I'm actually kind of curious if it's gonna do it again. I don't know. That was interesting. So the enemy statue had a trick up its sleeve. That's sneaky. Because it looked like an ordinary statue. You couldn't tell that it was gonna have Superman laser eyes being used against us. And our guys not having fully upgraded damage really made that take quite a while. I think what we want to do is try this on insane and instead go all damage. All right, so we went miners first. I think we went 4 and then like, let's see, 5, 6. So 6 miners. We still have 2 options. Now I wanted to get 2 sword wrath out relatively quickly so the enemy would be disinclined to enter into the fray and attack us right off the bat. You have to have something to dissuade the AI from being like, oh yes, he has nothing. Let's kill him. Because quite frankly, well, we don't want to die. Are they attacking? No, I think we're gonna have to jump on them again. So now we have maxed out damage, which I think makes more sense on Sword Wrath. But we haven't tried insane difficulty on this. On normal, it worked. On this one, who's to say one way or the other? However, on insane difficulty, I know that the AI sort of gets cheats in a way. Like, they take less damage and they do more, I believe, by default. So I think, let's see, we can outnumber them. I want to destroy them. So I'm going to send an early skirmishing force. And if we're gonna learn what the enemy's got. We're doing 54, they're doing 19. Oh yeah, we're doing maximal damage here. Now if we can get some of these miners. Whoa, hold on, are we losing this? We're losing! What the heck just happened there? Well, Did we not do 54 damage on each of them? Are they... What just happened? The Merrick isn't doing much. I'm a little bit worried. Not gonna lie, I am a little bit worried. Did we do the wrong skins? Did we do the wrong upgrades? I mean, let's look at the skin situation real quick for Sword Wrath. Default does nothing. Build speed increase. Slows enemy units. Stun reduction. They're not doing any stun. Damage reflect could be interesting. Lifesteal would be almost negligible. I don't know. I really think that we did make the right choice on which skin to use. It's just when you only have Merrics. They've got 4 lines. We've got working on our 4th line. Yeah, we're even. We are even Stevens. And they've got a statue that's gonna go Superman on us. They're bracing for impact. 54 damage. They're hitting back with 19s and 20s. I can't tell who's breaking who. They broke us again. They broke us again. Unbelievable. All right, we need an influx of cash. We're gonna do a minor rush. There's a skill we could use. Sword Wrath Rage. Sword Wrath attack speed is doubled for 20 seconds. It's only 30 gems. When you look at 30 gems, that roughly equates to 35 cents, I guess. I could spend that. I mean, if it means getting the victory we so desperately seem to need. Merrick doesn't matter. I think I'm overvaluing this Merrick's life because it's healing up the cheapest and weakest of all units other than maybe the Magicals zombie / Skelly Boy spawn. So their lines are just as big as ours. We need to see if this spell can break the deadlock. So what we need to do then is queue it up for, and we've got 109 of them. Go. All right, we did 64. Can we break through the line? Okay, we did this time. We look like this ball of rage. All right, and then what we need to do is immediately retreat, I think. Wow. All right, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Go, 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 retreat, 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 get out of there! Superman! As soon as Superman arrives, you run. That's what the criminals do, right? That's what we need to do. Okay, now you counterattack to protect the Merrick. Oh my God, they immediately sniped and destroyed the Merrick. I'm gonna use another one, and I think we might actually lose this. Everybody back, everybody back. Okay, wow. We did the spell a little bit too late. We're gonna have to hope our statue can tank some of this. What? They have enough miners to keep going? But the good thing is we're still generating cash, and we're still queuing up warriors, and these 4 archers are able to kill off anything that attacks us. Whoa. I'm entering scenarios and situations that I was not expecting to deal with in Stick War Legacy. I mean, we've used the statue as a literal shield before, but we are chewing up their soldiers. We could sit here for, well, hours probably. We've broken the deadlock. And that actually bought us time to get an army 4 lines strong. The enemy, only 1. We need to attack now, and oh man, it's like those old commercials. And I need attack now. JG attack. We need it now. We did the spell at the right time this time. We did it at the right time once. We mistimed it a second time, but the 3rd time was the charm indeed. Now we've got him on the ropes, and let's just hope this is enough to break the deadlock, destroy the statue, and bring home victory. Oh, sweet baby victory. Come on home. There it is. Wow. Okay, so we needed to use 3 spells that were about 35 cents. So we spent, we'll just round it up to $1.50, but we opened a chest. So that's all well and good. Now, if you guys do want to see more Stick War Legacy, we'll pull the trigger on that like button and let me know. And I will see you in the next one.